Hey y'all, welcome back to the party. It's me, your girl BrittReacts, and today we are reacting to Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun, Your America. Let's see what they have to say. Here we go.
They're screaming that they hate America and we're the reason. If you don't feel safe, then stop defunding the policemen. You calling us extremists cause our words have hurt your feelings, and we're sorry we can't hear you over the sound of our freedom. Y'all been filling up our classrooms with drag queens for kids. We think it's not appropriate, you tell us that it is. The complexities of gender and children won't ever mix when there's school shootings by women whose pronouns are him, his. I'm not...
Ooh, I stopped it right on time because Tom is going off. First of all, I love these like fries steel toe boots he has on. I think he's saying everything that I think he always says in the matter of like, you know, he just said, what? Pregnancy brain moment. Hold on, let's go back. He said, like basically saying you guys just don't like the way that we deliver our message. Like you feel like you're calling us extremists because of the way that we say things. But it's like, how? So the truth makes just one. Does one plus one equals 3 now? Oh, okay. I already like this. This feels, maybe this is delivered in a way that someone can receive it and not feel so attacked or aggressive. It already feels a little less like the other song where it was more in your face and aggressive. This feels a little bit more maybe palatable for some people to really hear what he's having to say. I think a lot of times when in Tom's songs, because I realize this is Adam's songs, in Tom's songs, Tom's messaging, his visuals, his performance can be rather like in your face. And for some people just can't receive messages like that. Like they immediately shut down for whatever reason. Everyone's different. So maybe this is a different way to approach it, and people can actually put their guard down and open their ears to receive rather than to just hear. There's a difference between receiving and just hearing. One I think just goes in one ear and out the other, and one is really settles on your brain. So I think maybe this song and its kind of more relaxed tone and tempo will reach a different type of audience, or, you know, people who maybe previously were kind of like, no, I'm not listening to that kind of thing. It is so interesting because literally right before I pressed record, I was on the phone with a friend who was telling me she has a family member, an 18-year-old, who is telling her family that they want to transition, and the family is trying to have interventions and things, and it's just, you know, she's like, she's such a smart kid. I don't understand why she doesn't realize that she's like kind of a textbook case for these overexposed, over sensationalized, over stimulated group of children who just are receiving all this information. And they're receiving all this information and they're adapting it emotionally, because at 18, emotionally, I had no idea what was going on in my head, my life, my heart, my emotions. And so I can't imagine dealing with that emotion and then, or that thought, and then emotionally being charged the way that I think the internet charges these kids nowadays and like really targets their vulnerabilities. And then you put adults in the situation who are pro these things, and it is only making it worse in the schools, everywhere, all over. And so it's hard, guys. It is so hard to be in this world, And I'm so glad I'm not of this world. You know, there's a difference. The Bible says, I am in this world, but I am not of this world. I'm a believer in Christ. And so there are certain things in life that I just lend to Christ, and I'm like, you got that. You got it. It's not for me to handle. That's not my business.
Of gender and children won't ever mix when there's school shootings by women whose pronouns are him, his. I'm not Republican, but keep it 100, they making sense. The most destructive ideologies are coming from the left. I think black...
I don't know what he's about to say. He's about to say something about black people, so let's get to that. But he said, I'm not a Republican, but let's be real. Like the ideologies that that the other side have, I cannot get with at all. So I'm definitely going to lean more towards the Republican, and I've talked about this a lot, like the Republican ideology, because he sees himself more in that than he does that. But again, he's also, I think, against the whole choosing of sides and the sides and the colors and the, you know, this party, that party anyway. But I think that was a strong stance for him to say, I'm not a Republican, but what they got going on over there, I know for sure I'm not okay with, you know?
Keep it 100, they making sense. The most destructive ideologies are coming from the left. I think Black Lives Matter, they think white lives matter less. And LGBTQ turned into WTF. Dear Democrats, I don't have nothing against the liberal, but the people representing you are communists and criminals. They've been starting World War III, we shipping missiles still. They don't want America great, they want it miserable.
Make it make sense is basically what he's saying. Make it make sense. Because the people that y'all are in cahoots with are doing these things. You know, and I think he said, I'm not this and I'm not that. But when you look at the bigger picture, when you open up the book and the pages are right in front of you, what do you see? What do you see? Thomas preaching.
World War III, we shipping missiles still. They don't want America great, they want it miserable. You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your
I got the First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. Some of this is like shady in the best way, I think. That's how I'm receiving it. Like, it's like, I have the First and the Second Amendment. Yeah, I think the delivery of this could potentially lend to people just opening their minds a little bit more, being less programmed in the way that they were raised. To just think and really look at what is really in front of them. If you really open your eyes and see what's really in front of you, you might come out realizing that things aren't what they always seemed, or what you've been told, or what you believed because you were told. I think so many of us believe things because that's just what we were told to believe. And we don't do our own research, or we don't check in with ourselves and say, well, what do I believe? And I think that's why so many people that speak out against the societal norms, or, you know, whatever, they get canceled, or there's so much backlash. But it's just like, are you really thinking about that? I don't know. I am no color. I am not purple, I am not blue, I am not red, I am not yellow. I am a Christian. And I'm going to just stand on that one. I am a black woman, but I'm a Christian. And so when it comes to like what I believe in my ideologies, they're always going to be led with the mind of Christ first, and what Christ's message and plan for this earth and his people are. You can have the ideology of a color, a flag, a donkey, or an elephant. I don't care. I'm just telling you what I got going on. And why I think it is easier for me to receive maybe songs that people don't think I would or expect me to, because I look a certain way. So yeah, I mean, and I think I can always appreciate the fact that I haven't heard Adam yet. I'm talking a lot about Tom because I've only heard him. I can appreciate the fact that Tom is always, I think, very clear about the fact that he isn't choosing a side. He thinks they're all bad. And for that reason, I don't understand why people get so upset. I say this every video.
You're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America. I'm hearing words I never heard in life. Kids go to school to learn, never make it back home, they get murdered like. Who's concerned, not the left or the right. Hope you ready for the fight.
Nobody.
Come to your front door tonight. The former
There's
president
no
got
change.
arrested. The current one lost, but I guess he got elected. Kids get molested, pedophiles all get protected, and you can kill a baby anytime if you pregnant. People so weak, feel free to take a knee. And you can't even speak, God forbid you disagree. I don't even know what virtual signaling means. Young men used to fight wars, now they make memes. Divide us up, I'm pretty.
Young men used to fight wars, now they make memes. Yeah, Adam is also just spitting facts on facts on facts. Kids go to school today, they never come home. The whole, what he just said, one president, the former president is got charges. The other one, we don't really know. Who's winning here? If no one is winning, we're all losing. Is really, I think, the point here. And it shouldn't be about a side winning. It should be that we're all for each other, all for one and one for all. Is it that? No. And I think we all know that. Everyone who's not delusional all knows that. It's not all for one and one for all, but it should be.
Sure, that's the plan. Got a gun in my hand for when shit hits the fan. And how the woman of the year is a man. I'm pretty sure I never really understand. You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive.
You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. It's funny. I think the chorus is a little shady to me. I feel like they're taking shots, but very like subliminally. I like that.
Flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America. You told us we're the ones to blame. You're the ones who riot till the city's up in flames. You told us we've been spreading lies, but you believe the truth is on the news every night. You told us we gotta stop the fighting, but you're the ones who keep the country angry and divided. You told us we're crazier than you, but all of our conspiracy theories are coming true.
You told us. Who do you think is the you and who do you think is the us that they're talking about? Let me know in the comments. I just want to know what you guys think. I think depending on the ears that are listening, could be different answers.
You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America.
Nova on the video, per usual.
All right.
Sorry, my computer has been wigging out today, guys. It just keeps like going on a loop. For the sake of not repeating myself a million times, I think the message is clear. I wish people would just be more open to forming their own opinions, thinking about what they want for themselves and their family, and then going out in the world, you know? But I don't know. Who am I? Just a girl. Go and have the day you deserve. Peace.